Welcome everybody to the live. I don't know if I'm gonna turn this light on yet, and maybe turn this bright alien light off here. Get this live going, this impromptu live. That's better, wow. I did one earlier, a live, and I ended it pretty quickly. I think it was like a minute long, almost 2 minutes. And I just was like, I think I saw that like nobody had tuned in yet, and I wasn't really feeling it at that point in time. I just was like, man, I don't know about this. But dude, if you're on this live right now, or you're tuning in maybe after I even jump off here, as the title of this video suggests, ankle weights and using those. I talk about those in a lot of bass drum videos. I've had a few where it's like I've talked about increasing your speed on different techniques, whether it be single kick drum playing or double kick drum playing. And in both the videos, and actually more kick drum videos, I've talked about ankle weights. And so supplemental practice, I'm gonna say that right off because I don't want people in the comments going, you practice with ankle weights, that's not gonna do anything solely by just practicing with ankle weights, but it is supplemental. I used to do it. I did it with 2.5 pound ankle weights each on each ankle. And I practiced without them as well because you want to practice how you would normally play the kick drum. But if you're familiar with anything like strength training, you know, or increasing the power in your kick drum playing, you know, your kick drum playability or whatever you want to call it, using some ankle weights. And so these right here, this next year, one of my goals by the end of the year is to get my kick drumming a lot faster, but also more endurance. I mean, because it's like, what are you if you're just fast for a little bit? And I've kind of got some faster kick drumming, whether it be single or double, and it's just some spurts here and there, you know. And one of the things that I want to improve on is endurance. And so with ankle weights, that's what I'm recommending. If you're looking at just building your power up, your endurance, it's just weight training really, but for kick drumming. So practice with these, with ankle weights, and then not with them, you know, obviously, because you want to get really good just by, just by playing and just practicing. Just practicing 16th notes, whatever, alternating right, left. And so I just want to show you these ankle weights. I'm gonna set the phone down there all awkwardly and just stare at you from above. Okay. Hey everybody, welcome to the live here. You like Led Zeppelin? Of course, I love Led Zeppelin. Actually, that you've asked that, let me show you, shout me out. Marcus Humphrey 4470, shouting you out, man. I love Led Zeppelin, and in fact, let me show you here. My Ludwig Keystone Pro X kick drum over here, 24 inches. There's my rack tom right there, 13x8 or 13x9. And then my floor tom, it's a mess in here because I got a video I'm working on, it's going up Saturday. There's my floor tom, 16x14, I believe. So, but that's the kit I normally play with is the one I just showed. The one I just showed you was that Ludwig Keystone Pro X. Stuff sitting on that floor tom. There's another drum set right here, and I'm gonna be revealing it. And I could show you like just a sneak peek or whatever of it, but I'm gonna be going live, or I'm going live now. I'm gonna be posting that video this Saturday. Going over, I unboxed this kit that I'm sitting behind right now, minus the snare drum. It's really just the that and then the floor tom, but the ankle weights are sitting on the floor tom. So I don't want to get too carried away because this video, I will talk about it here in a little bit, but ankle weights, what about them? Well, as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, using them to help your kick drumming. And so with these specifically, you can take it out like, I think they're like 5 pounds each. So each sandbag that's in these is a pound. There's 5 different pouches. So at the beginning of the year, I'm telling you my goal now because that's a one really good way actually with goals and stuff. If you're trying to achieve stuff, whatever it is, telling other people, and as well as being like specific and having it, you know, you can Google this stuff. It's not anything new. But having specific, measurable, attainable goals, you know, and with drumming, I've had them, you know, for years and years. I mean, I've been drumming for 23 years, and I got really serious about it a few years after I started and just started putting in the work there. So ankle weights, 5 pounds each here. One of my goals is at the end of this next year, December, God willing, I make it to the end of next year, December 31st, 2026, I want to get my kick drumming consistent. I want to get consistent 16th notes for at least a minute at 218 beats per minute. And that's right now I can do short spurts of that kick drumming. You know, whether it be 8 or 16 or even, you know, beyond that, you know, short spurts is where I'm at right now. And so supplemental practice wise, as I mentioned, I'm going to use some ankle weights again, like I did back in the day, because when I was practicing way back in the day, when I first started getting into kick drumming, or double kick drumming, that is, with a double kick pedal, I was practicing, you know, building up right, left. I was practicing my right foot alone. I was practicing my left foot alone, and then obviously right, left, doing that stuff, and doing all that to a metronome, without a metronome, slow to fast, slow. Everything that I've talked about on this channel and all my lives, if you have not, check that out. Check out some of the lives that I've just done going over kick drumming, and I talk about ankle weights in there. I have a double kick drumming video. I've got videos helping you with drum fills, with being more creative, with just using, if you don't have a lot of time, using that time that you do have to be efficient and really get better at drums, because you can get better at drums even with 15 to 20 minutes a day. And so, happy birthday to your brother, Jacob. I play drum, Jimmy. What's up, Jimmy? So, yeah, so practice with these. If you are, you know, trying to get better, whether it's just, maybe you don't have a double kick drum, maybe it's just you got a single pedal. Practice, I mean, I'm not even joking here. I'm gonna keep like harping on this. Ankle weights, you tie them right here. There's a Velcro thing. Ignore the mess. I am a drummer, so there's wood chips everywhere. Looks like a beaver lives here. But you just clip this thing around your ankle, dude. That's all it is. Both ankles, there's 2 of them here. One here on that floor tom, and then one here in my lap. And I'm starting this year, you know, building up that, I keep getting mustache hair on my mouth. Starting out this year with going at a slower speed, one that I'm more comfortable with, and then practicing with the metronome, getting that dialed in, because we're trying to always internalize that clock as drummers. And then all the other exercises I talk about, slow to fast, slow, doubling right, left, and doubling, just isolating your right foot, isolating your left foot. Doing all those without ankle weights, and then I'm practicing those same exercises with the ankle weights and burning out and doing that whole thing, as long as I'm not hurting myself, injuring myself. I don't know anything about, don't listen to me. But I do know about drumming, and so I feel like it's one of those things where I'm not really in pain from this, but I may be next year with the burn that I'm gonna be feeling, because if I start next year out with just 1 pound on these ankle weights on each leg, I'll be fine. And even 2 or 3, I think I'll be fine. But by the time unless I get to 5 and I'm just like, here it is, man, I'm just chopping through. You're going to be with me along on this journey. I'm going to be posting my progress. That's one of my goals. So I just want to tell you that. Also, I've got a few other goals. I got 2 songs recorded for the EP that I want to release. And so I want to get 6 songs recorded by the end of this year. Into 2026, get 4 more songs, which I have one that I need to just record now. I've got pretty much done, and I've got a few other that are almost all the way done, and so I can get a 6-song EP definitely by the end of 2026. Yes, yep, I am a drummer. I know, I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm so sorry. I'm a drummer. I'm sitting behind my kit now. Hopefully that wasn't super like in the audio, because I know that it can be like that. So by the end of this next year, faster double kick drumming. I talked about the ankle weights at the beginning. Heck yeah. Awesome. Nice to meet you, man. I always like meeting anybody else who's into drums and just talking about drums. And so, dude, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, tons of drum stuff, just gear. I got a video going up actually right now over this kit I just got. That's all I'll give you right now. Just a short kind of like whatever you want to call it, because the video goes up this Saturday. I'm editing it right now. And so goal next year, 218 beats per minute with kick drumming at a consistent minute. It's a minute of 218 beats per minute. And so that's where I'm like, the other goal, get that EP finished. I got 4 songs left to record. I've already got 2 of them. And I've got some other goals as far as drumming. There's this stick control for the snare drummer book that I've had for several years, and I've gone through a big chunk of it. I want to go through the whole book this next year, and so I've got that on my music stand behind my practice pad. So I want to be doing that, because anytime I've done that and implemented all the stuff from stick control for the snare drummer, it's helped me a lot. I don't know, it's fun to just like, but so stick control for the snare drummer, going through that book, and then some singing goals and some guitar goals, because I've recorded the 2 songs in my EP, and as far as like drumming is like, I've been doing that the longest, but I love singing and I love playing guitar, and those I'm not as good at, and so I'm always like working on everything, but those are in there as well. And then I want to get a video up every Friday, or not every Friday, at least every week or every other week. If I do it every other week, I want to do more shorts and maybe even more lives too, because you know, this is a good way to just get into connecting with everybody here, you know, and just answering questions or just talking about drums. So that's the other goal. Getting more videos up, and there's some more stuff with like more products and courses and stuff related to music and drums that I want to get out there, and I want to get live, and just anything that I can do. What are you struggling with behind the drums? Is it creativity? Is it speed? Is it motivation? Maybe you're having a hard time practicing, and so I can help you with those things. And even other things too. I mean, if you're like, how do I notate fills or notate beats and be able to think outside the box with drum parts, I can help you there. Just answer my question about drums. Sins. Where did you put a question about drums? What's my genre? So into rock, about drums. How can I stop playing the same groove all the time? So it's probably more rock, definitely rock, hard rock, metal, even like some blues. It's kind of hard to do because I'm holding this up, so I don't really have like a stand here. And normally, if you go back and watch some of my lives, I have everything's mic'd up, and so I have the kit like through the live, and I'll go through lessons. So I would say rock, hard rock, punk, and all that. How can I stop playing the Alone World? How can I stop playing the same grooves all the time? Okay, so I have a video kind of going over that, and one of the ways that you can stop playing the same things is when you sit down. You know, I feel like it's really easy to get caught up in, you know, maybe the beat is that you keep doing, you know, because I definitely understand this. You feel like you're playing the same thing. I'm trying to set my phone up in a way. And one of the things that I recommend with that is it's so easy when you're doing, like, you sit behind the drums, you're like, oh, dude, okay, this is the beat I normally do. And so, like, one of the things that I talk about a lot in my videos is, sorry if this light back here is like blinding you. I don't know where else to put this right now. So one of the things you can do in terms of like not playing the same things is to start breaking down your drum beats and breaking down the amount of measures, you know, whatever it is you're playing, you know. So say it is that beat that you do every time you sit behind the drums, you go. Okay, you know, if you count it out right there, that's like 2 measures, or maybe a measure. Boom, ba-dum, boom. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we know that that's I was counting that in quarter notes. I was playing eighth notes on the hi-hat. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 E, 2 E, 3, or 1 2, however you want to count that. That's 8 notes. And then so from there, okay, if that's eighth notes, 1, 2, 3, 4. We double eighth notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. When you start like breaking that out, and then even from there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 30-second notes, whatever it is, triplets in there. The point I'm making is, stay with me here, is all those spaces in there, you can change the beat up a little bit. So if we have that measure that's boom, 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 if that's what you're playing, okay, we already know if we doubled that speed up, you're doing 8 notes on the hi-hat. What if you were to do like some type of 16th notes in there? And really, you know, 16th notes that the whole time would just be da, 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 da. And so it's like, that's just a fill, but my thought process is, okay, applying that same sort of method to not only fills but also the beats that you're making. If this is the hi-hat you're doing, maybe you want to go there's like all this space. I'm trying to make it make sense and not be too complicated. There's all this space where you can do stuff. And you, that's where you can start to come up with new beats, you know, and not playing the same thing. So it's like, once you start viewing it in that sense, you're like, okay, well, how can I start doing more things that aren't just beats? And that's where I'm like, okay, I'll start recommending like linear drumming. And that's like, even pausing like that and doing like the quick stops and everything, that's going to be like, I mean, that's musical in and of itself. It's like where you're leaving space, and this isn't anything like I made up, but this is all around. Like I've taken lessons with different drummers over the years, and even ones I haven't taken lessons with like online. I've never taken anything like in person, but everything's always been online or through courses, and everything else has just been practicing like my own, you know, whatever I'm collecting from the internet. Because I mean, there's tons of stuff here. You're watching this right now, so take that like concept and say that's your beat, and you're like, okay, normally I go out the beat like and just doing the hi-hats, but what if you space that out with some linear drumming? And that's just where no two limbs are really hitting at the same time, so it's just like, so just being able to, kick drum sliding back, I feel like being able to break up those subdivisions, you know, quarter notes, eighth notes, 16th notes, mixed subdivisions. What do you got in there? You got some triplets. Well, one of the exercises I would definitely recommend, and I don't know if I've done a video going over this, but I will probably more in depth if I haven't, is just doing those sort of things where you're practicing along. Say that's the click track, and you do 16th notes, and then from there you do like triplets. Like being able to mix that up a little bit, and that's one of the exercises I'd recommend, you know, and on top of that, and this is all like things that I teach inside my like fills program, so I'll leave a link below, but if you go to like attunedmusician.com. I've got some courses there. You can see that, but it's like taking that a step further. You know, if it's like if we're doing the 16th notes and we go to the triplet thing, I add the linear drumming in there where it's like. Like just alternating that where you're not hitting two limbs. And then from there, doing something other than single stroke rolls, right, left, you know. Like right, left, right, double stroke rolls, paradiddles. Like, and that's really fun to do actually, is just single paradiddles along to like a triplet beat. From there, back to what I said about keeping notes out, like taking notes away and not playing those notes. So all this stuff combined is like stuff that I've like practiced over the years and stuff that I'm still like honing in on, because I'm like, I'd start diving into these things and I'm practicing them and implementing them in my playing, in my, you know, whether it be here in my basement studio or like out doing live stuff or playing with other musicians. It comes out, like the stuff you practice, as monotonous as it is, even the right, left. That stuff, like it's like, yeah, you know, or even double paradiddles, double strokes, or double paradiddles, triple paradiddles. And so there's just different things that you can do. So when you start breaking up stuff like the beats and the fills, how many measures is it? From there, just break it up, and it's a numbers thing. And you can use tools like Mike Johnston's GrooveScribe to like break it up and then figure out where you want those notes and sticking patterns and rudiments and rests. And you can make it really weird. And so you can apply that to beats too. So I hope that helps answer your question there in terms of like, how can I not play the same things when I sit down? You just have to start looking at the numbers of the beats, the measures, you know, the bars. What is it? You know, how long is the fill? Is it a measure fill? Is it two measure? Like, and then you just start breaking it down. Use GrooveScribe by Mike Johnston. Just go to Google and type in GrooveScribe. And it'll pop up Mike's lessons, and he offers that tool for free. I'm always talking about that. And I actually took lessons with him at this point. I mean, it's probably like back in 2017, 18, something like that, for a little bit. But it was through his online stuff. And so one of the things that I would recommend too is practice alternating on your practice pad, but then behind the kit too, with, you know, whether it be on your snare drum or even on your hi-hat and your snare drum. Practice alternating between single stroke rolls, double paradiddles, and sorry, I keep saying that. Single stroke rolls, double stroke rolls, and paradiddles. And so doing that, said hi. Hey, what's up, everybody? Play games. And then Mario, hello, good day. I have a question about what the paradiddles were. So paradiddles and drumming, there are multiple different rudiments that are related to the paradiddle, but the paradiddle is just the sticking is right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left. And so right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left. Or if you're left-handed, just left, right, left, left, right, left, right, right. And so with those, you can start taking those like around the kit. And mixing up that sticking. And so that's where it gets really cool, is being able to, okay, paradiddles, you got those doubles in there. And then like, say you're doing the triplets and you're doing the paradiddles in there. Okay, so you're doing doubles and you're already going at a slower speed. So what's to say you just, one of those doubles you do triples on. So like that's where you can kind of start thinking about that too, is like, okay, what sort of things aren't aren't rudiments? What kind of stickings can I do there? And start tripling up that, you know, and even quadrupling that. So that's pretty much it, but I feel like this live turned into more than what I was talking about in the beginning. Ankle weights, use them. Flam 5s. Yep, those are good ones too. I'm gonna be honest with you. Some rudiments I always forget the stickings for, and then I look them up, and then I'm like, okay, this one, yeah, I played it. But flam cues, flam taps. So goals next year, I told you, in the next year, double kick drumming, get that way up there faster with that, using ankle weights, supplemental, as I mentioned in the beginning, practicing that without the ankle weights, but ankle weights will help your power and endurance. Supplemental practice, that is, always practice without it, as you normally would play the kick drum. And then the goals related to getting just better with my stick control even more, using that stick control for the Snare Drummers book. That is great. It's a great resource. And then singing, guitar, stuff with the Tune Musician here. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell notification so that way you're notified every single time we upload a video. And I would love to go and do more of these lives and everything. I appreciate y'all like tuning in and everything. And thanks, Mario. But if you guys haven't, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell notification, share this video if you found it helpful, or if you know anybody starting drums that maybe could help. But I appreciate it. I like when everybody's like, just, you know, like, I guess, commenting and everything in the live. And so we'll do more of these. But this Saturday, there's a video going up over this drum set here that I was just playing. As I mentioned in the beginning of the video, my other drum set's over there. My Ludwig Keystone Pro X, there's the rack tom, and then the floor tom Mind the Mess. But this is the kit I'll be going over this Saturday. So thanks again, guys. Have a good one.